Hey guys, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be doing some prospecting and some mining, and maybe we'll do a little bit of exploring as well. I'm not too sure, maybe a little bit of building as well. But anyway, since the last episode, I have updated to the latest version of TerraFirmaCraft, basically a hot fix, fixing a few things, one of them being that grass now regrows. You just saw it regrow itself there, which is desperately needed if we have sheep. And also, it kind of, when I upgraded, it did say in the changelog that it would get rid of any stairs that you've built, and it did that. It turned all of my stairs into regular blocks, which kind of sucked, but I just redid them all. And also, while I was there, I did these side bits as stairs here as well, so I think that is a pretty cool little extra thing. Oh, no, I shouldn't have punched you. Yeah, I think that's a pretty cool little extra thing to do, is add these little side skirts as stairs as well. Anyway, let's get on to the prospecting and mining. So before we do start mining, we're going to need a shovel. Not too sure if I've got one. I don't think I have. A prospector's pick and ladders, and I should get rid of these rice seeds. And also some support beams. Now, support beams do work differently in this version than they did in previous versions. I should probably get some inventory space free as well. Let's throw this stuff away. I should have done this off camera. Sorry. Anyway, let's get rid of some stuff. We don't need all of this. Cool. Seal that. Sweet. So let's get some support beams going, and for that we're going to need some logs. Let's also put some of these vessels down, so I don't think I'm going to need them. Also, since the last episode, I did a bit more exploring, and I found some pretty cool things. Something over there, something over there. We'll probably maybe go searching for some of that stuff in the next episode. I'm not too sure. Don't know why we're getting so many little lag spikes here, but it should be okay. Okay, let's go get some logs. We'll just chop down a Douglas fir, I guess. Do I have an axe? I don't have an axe. Okay, so let's make an axe and a shovel, because we're going to need both for mining. Shovel mainly just to get rid of the dirt that's on top. And I really need to get some copper more than anything. I might try and get some cassiterite as well, but I'll probably end up doing that off camera, because it's not 100% necessary. And basically, once you get the principle of how support beams work, it's quite easy to do it. Although it's not quite easy to do it without cave-ins, it seems. Let's just chop a few leaves down. Not too worried about getting some saplings back. We got one back, so that's fine. Let's chop this guy down. And yeah, support beams definitely needed. Now they've changed. There's no longer like two different types. It's just support beams. It used to be like vertical and horizontal ones, but now it's just support beams. So to make them, you're going to need a saw. You put two logs or logs like that and a saw next to it, and you get some support beams. Depending on what type of wood you use, you'll get different types. Now, I believe these only go 3 blocks high now. If you put them on the ground, they'll instantly place 3 of them. And you kind of have to... Yeah, I can't really show you now unless there's actually something for it to support, I guess. So let's start mining out some... Or basically, we'll start prospecting first, because we're going to need to find out where the ore vein is. So this pro pick, or prospector's pick, is... Basically, if you right-click on the ground... It tries to find readings of any ores that might be below the surface. Now there was some small pieces of tetrahedrite around here, which is copper, which we should be getting readings of, but apparently we're not. So maybe it's really deep in the ground, or it's not actually here. That kind of sucks. Let's go to the other one that I thought I had. Basically, the lower your the higher your prospecting skill, the less false negative readings you'll get. So there could be some ore there and it's saying nothing of interest. That's a false negative. When it tells you there's nothing there but there actually is, yeah, that's a false negative. So hopefully we can get some positive readings over here and find a decent sample of copper. Oh, I should probably harvest any grain that I find as well, because that is really crucial. And it is definitely getting close to winter now. It's middle of autumn. Winter is coming, and we should probably try and gather some more food. Although it's not really necessary now that seeds do render on the ground. They won't just drop on the floor and despawn. So there should be some tetrahedrite over here. There was definitely some pieces on the ground. Really? Okay, well, let's scout around and try and find... I know there's some tetrahedrite over here, but I don't know why we're not getting any readings. That sucks. I'm going to try and find a different ore vein and see if we can get some readings for that. Also, people coughing and spluttering in the background, which isn't great, so I'll be right back once I find an ore vein which we can get some readings from. Although I'm probably only going to try and mine out some copper today, because that's what we need more than anything else. We need lots of it, because we need to make a copper anvil. Well, we can make copper tools without actually having a copper anvil. Obviously, we've already done that, but we're going to need it to get to the next stage, which is bronze, and then we'll need a bronze anvil to get to the iron stage. So yeah, I'm going to look for somewhere to give us some readings, and I'll be right back. Aha, so there's a piece of cassiterite on the ground here. We have to be quick because it's getting dark. And if we scout around, we get a very large sample of cassiterite. So that means it's kind of right underneath us. You kind of need to probe around and find where it drops. And then once you find the middle of that, that's probably exactly the middle of the ore vein. So still very large here. So this is like the edge of the very large readings. So my guess would be it's kind of right here or here. Let's go a bit further this way. Very large, medium. So yeah, it's probably just to the right of this thing here. Let's try and get a reading on the other axis, I guess. Large, so this is the edge of that. And let's go this way. Traces. So yeah, it's probably exactly where I said. Man, it's getting dark. Where's that other piece? Right there. So it's probably right around here that we would have to dig down to find this stuff. I'm going to put a torch here. And I should put something different than a torch to mark it. I'll put that there so we don't have to probe around any longer. We actually kind of know where the middle of this ore vein should be. But I'm not too interested in getting some cassiterite today. We need some copper. So I'm going to go and try and look for a copper vein that we can actually get a reading from, because those two, I think there might be some copper there, but it's just not giving us some readings. So maybe I'll dig down and see what we can find. But other than that, I'll probably scout around for another one, possibly. But might dig down first. Anyway, I'm going to try and get back to the base because it's nighttime. And I'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, so I'm over by the second vein we tried to locate. No samples at the surface, but I dug down and it does start getting stronger. It's quite a long way down, but eventually I started to get a small sample. There we go, small sample and traces. I think traces is the smallest one. Then it goes small sample, then medium, then large, then very large. And once you hit very large, you know you're kind of right next to the ore vein, or you're really close to it, so gets down to large and then very large right around here where I stopped digging down. So we need to dig around and try and find where this ore vein actually is. However, caving in this latest version is really, really dangerous. Like, all of this stone could just drop on my head and kill me. So we've got to be careful. So as soon as we get room to place some support beams, I'm going to place some support beams. And it has to be like... the top of the support beams kind of has to be flush with the highest level of stone, I believe. So you kind of have to plan your mines out to to fit around your support beams. I'm not too sure which way we have to dig. It's very large this way. It's also very large this way. Up there it is. Really strange. We're not getting a sample there, but right next to it we're getting very large. That's kind of weird. Okay, so my plan is to kind of dig around the ladder and try and find this vein. Let's also try. We're getting very large there as well, so maybe we'll dig out this way as well. Whoopsie doodle. So, support beams. This looks like a good place for one, so let's dig out 3 blocks high, and should probably dig out at least one gap in between. Maybe we'll do 2 in a second. I might move it, but yeah, let's place it down. That hits the top of the stone. Let's get another one there, and to connect them, I think you can either like click the actual beam or next to it. I don't think you can go any higher than 3 blocks though, so it's kind of strange. And yeah, this should be, I think it supports like 3 or 4 blocks in each direction. Not too sure. I really don't know too much about these support beams. I never really used them in the last version because I didn't have much of a problem with cave-ins. So I'm going to try and locate this ore vein. Also, keep putting down support beams wherever I go. I might actually extend this one. I think you can have 3 horizontal ones. I'm not too sure. We'll try that out, I guess. So let's break that one. And yeah, we can extend it a little bit. So this should be supported around here. Probably have to put another one this side. Ooh, different type of stone. Yeah, we'll probably have to connect them this way as well. I'm not too sure. I had a feeling that tetrahedrite didn't spawn in gabbro rocks, so maybe it is actually in this other type of rock, this slate. So we might actually have to dig down a little further. So yeah, also keep remembering to place support beams, because if you don't, you're going to die. For definite. And if you leave like a gap above, if I dug this block out and something fell down, it would just break the support beams and everything would cave in. So you got to be careful. These do have to be touching the ceiling for them to work. Yeah, I have a feeling that this ore vein's going to be in the slate rock. Aha! I found a piece, and it is in the slate. You can kind of tell the different types of stone. That's kind of the same as that. That's a bit darker. So, that support beam's probably not too much use. But anyway, I'm going to try and dig out enough room for some more support beams over here, and we'll try and get some of this copper. Let's get enough room to place another support beam, and then we'll dig this piece out and see what kind of quality it is. You do get different types of quality of ore in this, in TerraFirmaCraft. So you'll get like poor quality will be 15 units, medium quality would be, or regular would be 25 units, which in my opinion is the best, because you only need 4 pieces to make an ingot. An ingot is 100 units, or a tool is actually 100 units. I think there is some tools that use double ingots, so that would be 200. Cool. So, oh man, we have to be careful, because this might not be supported. This bit here might not be supported either. So, I hate support beams. I hate mining in this. It's so annoying. Anyway, let's dig it out and see. Also, they've added the breaking animation. Now I know just by looking at it, because I've played quite a lot of TerraFirmaCraft, that is poor quality. So it's only going to be 15 units, and that really sucks. Poor tetrahedrite, 15 units. Not good. But at least it's copper. It's better than scavenging little pieces off the ground, or it's better than gold panning, that's for sure. So yeah, also if you're not too sure what type of ore it is, like if you see it in the side of a mountain, you can click on it with your prospectors pick and it will tell you what you found. So found tetrahedrite. Cool, so I'm going to do some more digging, try and get some more support beams up. This doesn't look like it's going to be a whole lot of tetrahedrite because it's spawned right next to a different type of stone. So yeah, not too promising. We may actually have to go and check out the other ore vein. But anyway, guys, I'll be right back once I've dug some more stuff out. Whoa. Okay, so that was a cave-in. A very small cave-in, but it means that this little area here is not supported. There might have been a larger one above us. No, it seems okay up here, but yeah, that was a small cave-in. Imagine that, like this entire thing just doing that. Cobblestone falling on your head. We're lucky we survived. Well, that wasn't too bad, actually. We were careful. Let's just say we were smart and we were careful. But no, it can be very, very dangerous. So be careful. As you can see... Ooh. Hole. As you can see, we've done quite a bit of mining here. I'm going to block up this hole quickly. And that should be okay. And I'm going to keep mining. I don't think there's too much more left down here. Let's also get a support beam down there. Okay, that you could kind of prevent the cave-ins by putting planks above, like turn the roof into planks. That is one way of doing it. It's not like guaranteed. You could have a cave-in while you're digging out the stuff for the planks. So yeah, it's not like the best way of doing it, but it is one way that you can do it. This cobblestone's probably going to fall and break the support beams. But anyway, I'm just going to get these last few pieces of tetrahedrite and then we'll call it a... Whoa. Told you that was going to fall. And yeah, then we'll call it a day for the mining trip, I guess. Maybe we'll go do something else. Okay, so it seems like that's pretty much all we're going to get out of this ore vein. It's a pretty decent amount. Let's check how much we got quickly. I've got 3 stacks in there, 1 stack there, so 4 stacks plus 7, and I think there's another stack in there as well. So 5 stacks, 5.5 kind of. And yeah, we did quite a lot of mining down here. Let's this is where we started. Go down here. Turns into slate. I'm gonna leave this one piece here because it's holding up this support beam. And we will have a rather large cave-in if we let that disappear or let that go. And it kind of snakes down. This isn't the best ore vein to be mining out. These ones that snake down. It's a lot better if you get one big chunk. Like sometimes you'll find that it's just the entire like wall, massive box of just tetrahedrite or whatever kind of ore you're mining out. So yeah, go down here and it kind of snakes down and around, and there was some more over here, some more down here, some more down here, and I've also found the last few pieces just down here. So yeah, quite a lot. There's probably some more if I dig around. Yep, there is some more, but I'm not too worried. We've got a decent amount, and that's going to see us... Wow, there's quite a lot more. That's going to help us get some more tools, and probably not enough to get a copper anvil, but we're not really close to that stage yet anyway. I don't think. We'll probably need to build a blacksmith before we even think about doing that. This is probably going to cave in, so I'll have to be careful. But yeah, there's a few more pieces down here if we need it. Quite a lot more actually. We've got another stack. And yeah, I should probably leave this stuff now. It's probably going to cave in if I'm not careful. He says that and just keeps mining. I've been trying to get a cave in, a safe cave in, one that's not going to kill me. This one will definitely kill me because this stuff will cave in and I will die. But because it's quite interesting, quite cool, but it's also very, very dangerous. Anyway, that's enough. One more piece. Just one more. There we go. That'll do. One more. That's it. I'm not doing any more. Right. So, quite a lot. So, let's count it. We'll go back to the base and we'll count it. Hopefully it's not nighttime. Let's check. We can see little flashes of daylight, so it's probably daytime. Yeah, it's definitely daytime. This shader pack is I don't like the way it kind of brings the light down into caves, but at the same time, it's quite good for knowing whether it's daylight or not. I guess I could just check the mini-map. That's one way of telling if it's daylight, or if you don't have shaders, you can check here to see what hour it is, and that will tell you whether it's daylight or not. Anyway, let's throw this piece of slate out, and let's go up to our base, and we'll put this stuff away and count it. I really need to... why is it doing that? I really need to get some storage space going. Because, yeah, I'm running out of space rapidly. I might start just using barrels and putting barrels outside until I have a house built. But I think that's going to be quite a while before I actually get that built anyway. Aha, so I have actually already got a barrel here set up and waiting. Let's unseal that. And we've got enough slots. Also, since the last episode, I was exploring around, like I said, and I did find some cranberry bushes. Pretty cool. This is a new fruit bush in TerraFirmaCraft. And I found 6 of them, so quite a lot. Anyway, let's put our stuff away. In fact, I'll put rocks in this one. And I'll put the ores in... Actually, let's put the cobble in there as well. And I'll put the ores in this one. Okay, so 6.5 stacks, or 6 and a bit more than half stacks in total. And also a buttload of stone. We've got some gabbro and some slate. I don't think you can use slate for too much. I said about flux stones in the last one. You can use marble and chalk. You can also use limestone, and there is another one, I think dolomite as well. Someone did mention that in a comment. I've completely forgot about these other 2 types, but I haven't seen any types around here, so I'll keep a lookout for limestone and dolomite as well. But yeah, we have a decent amount of copper, which is awesome. I'm going to try and make some more bronze tools. I need an axe. Probably going to need another pick and another pro pick and another scythe and lots of other tools. I'll also try and make a shovel and a knife, and also a sword and a mace, which are weapons. I definitely need a weapon, so I guess we can do that in today's episode. I was going to try and maybe do some exploring or something. Let's also feed the sheep, try and build up some more familiarity. Grains in there, isn't it? Stupid. What is that? Oats. Let's get these oats out. We'll combine them. And that is decaying quite badly. And we'll trim this into some actual grain, and we'll go and feed these guys. Then I guess I'll make the molds and cook up some copper. Which is the one that doesn't have the highlighted heart yet? This guy, or this girl even. Seems to be taking quite a while for that one to get the thing, get the heart working. I guess we can also shear these guys. Not too sure if there's really much else we can make. I have a feeling that that is not a TerraFirmaCraft bow. I get the feeling like that's actually a regular vanilla bow. I know that was one thing that was wrong with the version of TFC that I was using. So I guess we'll get out the way while I'm waiting for... Oh, they're pregnant as well. Sweet. So while I'm waiting for the copper to cook up, I'll also make some yarn and stuff and try and see if that is actually a TerraFirmaCraft bow or not. Anyway, let's get some clay. Oh, no. I forgot I'm really low on clay. Let's go harvest some clay quickly. I believe... Oh, is that clay flowers? I think it is. Let's grab some clay and then we'll make a sword mold, a mace mold. I'll try and do an axe one. And a shovel. I don't think we really need a shovel at the moment. But we will need an axe, so I'll make those molds to show you guys how to make them, just in case you don't know. Okay, so let's grab a drink. Also, someone mentioned that if you leave these barrels unsealed, when it rains, they will collect fresh water, which is really cool, really helpful. And also, I found an olive tree just over by that mine. I was going to try and get a sapling. I don't think we really need one. We've got loads of fruit trees. And, yeah, we should be good for fruit. Anyway, let's make the sword mold and a mace mold. So a sword, I believe, goes like this. There we go. That is the pattern for the sword mold. One there, and then kind of like triangles going up. Sweet. And the mace. Mace is kind of different. I think it's like three, like dig out a square like that, and then these two here. Nope. I think it might be these two. There we go. The up and down ones, or the vertical ones. We have a mace mold as well. And let's do an axe while we're here. Can I remember how to do an axe? It's basically the exact same as the stone one, so just like this. Aha, we have an axe mold as well. Now, I'll only put 3 molds in here, and I'll put enough copper or bronze in for us to actually turn these into metal tools. And then I guess maybe we could do some mob hunting as well for the end of the episode. I'm not too sure how long we've been recording. Well, not too sure how much usable footage we've got, because yeah, I've been recording for about an hour, but I'll probably cut most of the mining and stuff out. Anyway, I'm gonna get some metals together, and we'll cook this up, and probably try out the mace and the sword. Okay, it should be ready. Hopefully it hasn't turned solid. I set it to cook and just jumped in the bed quickly, so we didn't have to wait around for ages. Not the best idea to keep doing that, though, because it will make your crops decay rather a lot quicker. Oh, man. See, these are decaying quite a lot. Probably because I left that vessel open. Anyway, let's close that. Also, I have noticed that this is a kind of different colour grass. Interesting. Anyway, let's make sure it's solid. No, not solid even. 300 units. Let's make a sword, a mace, and an axe. The axe we're going to need because... Ooh. Really? I swear I should have had that achievement already. I've made loads of bronze tools. Strange. Yeah, the axe we're going to need because these Douglas firs are going to grow. They might have already grown. Nope, but loads of hickory has. These are going to grow in one huge line. I think they will anyway. They might have changed that. And yeah, it will chop them all down at once, and it will take a lot of durability. We'll need like 10 stone axes to chop all of that down, so a bronze one is definitely a good idea. A mace you basically use to kill skeletons, because they have different types of damage in this, and basically a sword is slashing, a hammer or a mace is crushing damage, and that is best used for skeletons. Slashing is best used for zombies, and a bow does piercing damage. I'm not too sure. I think that might be best against spiders. Not too sure. Anyway, I should have probably not slept, because now we have no mobs around. Anyway, I'm going to cook up... I'm not going to cook up anything. I'm going to turn all of this wool into yarn. And I'll check whether we have the right kind of bow or not. Where is my spindle? There it is. And... yeah, let's check. Does it make the same kind of bow? No, it doesn't. So that is a vanilla bow. If it says light and large, then you know it is a TFC bow. Aha, so this is not going to work. This is just not going to shoot anything because we can't get vanilla arrows. In fact, at the moment, we can't even get TerraFirmaCraft arrows apart from killing skeletons because we don't have any chickens to get feathers from. Maybe we could go searching for some, but I know we're probably going to have to go a long, long way before we find chickens. Usually you have to go south to find chickens. Go to a warmer climate, which will be south. And yeah, cool. So, got a TFC bow, sword, and a mace. Definitely needed. Now, I'll probably wait until nighttime to check out how we can use these. Oh yeah, I was also going to switch out some of these fences. So let's do that. We can do that while we wait for nighttime. And I'll store this yarn away if I've got any space for it. There we go. Cool. So what kind of... I guess gabbro would probably be the best. Slate would be a bit too light. I want a nice dark wall. So let's make them out of gabbro. Let's do one more. There we go. And for now, I'll just do this this front section, I guess. Or maybe the middle section. Oh, man. I hate the way these torches keep going out. So annoying. So annoying. Yeah, let's do the middle section. We'll see how this looks with cobble fences. You can, or walls even. You can also make walls out of smooth or chiseled stuff and out of bricks as well. I'm still not entirely sure on how you make the mortar that you need for the bricks. I think I might have an idea. I think you actually need to make lime water and then maybe seal some sand in the barrel. I'm not sure, but anyway, let's check that out. No. I don't like that. Nope, we're not doing that. I'm going to take that down. I might change the type of fence that we're using, though. Maybe try some aspen fences or some hickory ones might look a bit better. But yeah, I'll probably do that off camera. But we're definitely not using those cobblestone walls. Doesn't look right. Does not look right at all. But yeah, I think that's probably all we've got time for in this episode. I'm going to go check out the house quickly before we end it. And yeah, there should be another tetrahedrite deposit down here. We'll probably have to dig really far down like the last one because it's probably in a different type of stone. So yeah, still not 100% sure on what I'm going to use. Probably going to be Douglas fir and aspen. Maybe we'll try some white cedar as well. Because I found some saplings for that in the last episode. But yeah, in the next one we might go do some exploring. I don't know whether to tell you or not, or keep it as a surprise. I'm going to keep it a surprise, but I found some animals, some pretty cool animals that are going to be really useful. Unfortunately, it wasn't a pair, it was only one of them, but yeah. And also some more that way, but yeah, anyway, that's... I'm just teasing you now. Anyway, that's pretty much all we got time for in this episode, guys. Let's get the sword out. Woohoo! Now we can salute. Thank you so much for watching, as always, guys, and I'll see you next time.